Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, this right here, this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say people, they just, when they're not satisfied with something, they try to fan the flames, and they essentially just try their absolute hardest to just shit on the game without even doing research or getting information. So what am I talking about? So shout out to Sticks. Okay, shout out to Sticks. I just watched this video. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I just watched this video over here, and this website over here called Pocket Tactics. Okay, so this is peak journalism, by the way, guys. Peak journalism. When they're not satisfied with something, they pretty much show their bias and they just go out of control. But this article over here, Wuthering Waves anniversary is doomed to repeat Genshin Impact's mistakes. So once again, guys, because we didn't get a 5-star character, the game is doomed. Yeah, the game is doomed. The game is cooked. It's over. All right. Now, once again, man, I'm not saying that if you want a 5-star character, you're being unreasonable. There's nothing wrong with that. However, saying that the whole patch is doomed, saying that, you know, Wuthering Waves is doomed because of a simple fact that we didn't get a free 5-star character, you're doing the absolute most. But let's look at this over here. Another day, another gacha drama. Wuthering Waves anniversary rewards aren't living up to players' expectations, and it's easy to see why. Let's continue. So here's who wrote this article. Holly Alice. All right, published 1 day ago. Hero Games' recent live stream confirmed the Wuthering Waves anniversary awards to thank players for their time, and it was a little lackluster. I agree, the rewards are lackluster. There's still time for the company to amp it up before the patch drops, but as it stands, we're not getting much. To celebrate 1 whole year of us wuthering some waves, players receive a 10 pool of limited wishes, okay, and a coupon for 300 Lunites of a skin of their choice, on top of in-game events for some Astrite. Yep, not even a free skin. Wait a minute. To celebrate 1 whole year of us wuthering some waves, players receive a 10 pool. What do you mean a 10 pool? It's not just 1 10 pool. If we come over here and actually take a look, we got this login event over here that gives us free 10 pool, which is 5 illustrious tides and 5 radiant tides, right? And then we also get a 300 Astrites right here. We also get a 10 pull from the QB Derby warm-up event. We also get a 10 pull from the Gilded Night Market event, right? What is this person talking about? We literally get 10 pulls in those events, in these events. And look at this. Gifts of Grand Celebration, 10 pulls, 10 Radiant Tides. So what do you mean to celebrate 1 whole year of us wuthering some waves? Players receive a 10 pool of limited wishes. What? Anyways, the kicker is that most skins, including the 2 new ones coming in the next Wuthering Waves update, are for 5-star characters and cost 3,280 Lunites. To give some context, that many Lunites would still cost you up to $49.99 even with the coupon. Now, I will say, you know, when it comes to the price of these skins, they are expensive. I ain't gonna lie, they are expensive, but it is what it is. Also, the 7-day login event for this patch only gives 300 Astrites, compared to the usual 5 limited and 5 standard wishes. What the fuck are you talking about? If I come back over here to the website, what do I see right here? Gifts of Grand Reunion, and this wasn't added like, you know, days after they did their live stream. No, this was in the live stream. They showed this in the live stream. It's pretty obvious that this person did not pay attention to the live stream, right? They were not paying attention. They just went straight to this website and started going keyboard warrior style, because if you actually paid attention to the live stream, you will understand that they actually did give us more free pulls. What do you mean, oh, compared to the usual 5 limited and 5 standard wishes, we only get 300 Astrites? What are you talking about when it clearly did give us more pulls? Fanning the flames, guys, just fanning the flames. Obviously, there's been a lot of backlash to this already, and Kuro put out a statement confirming that a new login event will be added, which gives 10 of the limited weapon and standard wishes. And, alright, they did say 10 of the limited weapon and standard wishes. Okay. Okay, the thing is, how can you know that the devs, they apologized and they gave us more free pulls? They gave us 30 free pulls, but you completely glossed over the Gifts of Grand Reunion event that was in the live stream. How can you gloss over this, bro? Come on, man. At some point, we Gacha game fans need to start realizing that first anniversary rewards are never as good as what gets rumored. Streamers, leakers, and eager fans mention a free 5-star or a 5-star selector, and it all snowballs from there. Then inevitably, players are left disappointed after finding out what rewards are actually coming. However, Kuro did set expectations pretty high when they gave out a free copy of Wuthering Waves Liao in patch 1.2 to essentially keep players happy while fixing issues early on in the game's lifespan. So we weren't so wrong to expect another freebie. I agree. Recently, Honkai Star Rail embarked on the second anniversary standing, where players can choose a free HSR Rame or HSR Low. I already know where this is going. We already know where this is going. You know, HSR, they gave a free 5-star character, so therefore their update is better. There is a difference between you giving out a free 5-star character and you having a good update overall. Just because you gave a free 5-star character doesn't mean that the update is good. When you take a look at HSR's second anniversary, what the fuck is going on in that update? You just have the story, you got free 5-star character, mid events. I think it was 2 mid events, I don't know, and that's it. That's literally it. That's all you guys got. But hey, it's a good update because they gave us a free 5-star character that's going to fall off soon thanks to power creep. Yeah. And then when it comes to the standard banner, look at this. The game also tweaked the options for the standard HSR banner pool, adding Blade, Fushuan, and Zila as options and letting you remove others like Yang Qing. Yeah, so adding characters like Blade, Fushuan, Zila, all these characters that got power creep, really, really amazing. This is one of the best celebrations I've seen recently. Oh my gosh, bro. What did I say, guys? What did I say? Let me switch my screen here. As long as we get free rewards, as long as we get a free 5-star character, the update is good. I don't care about the content. I don't care about the events. I don't care about, you know, the developers actually, you know, putting in good, actually optimizing the game, implementing updates that we've been asking for a very long time, like fixing HP inflation, power creeping, etc. We don't care about that. As long as they give us a free 5-star character, the update is good. And that right there is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. That right there is the problem. But let's go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and continue. On the other hand, Genshin Impact's first anniversary was generally regarded as pretty rubbish. Okay, at least they admitted that. That's good. In 2021, players who helped Genshin win awards, break records, and pull in profit as one of the best mobile games out there got 110 pull worth of wishes. So to all the Genshin cucks out there who are saying Genshin's anniversary rewards are better than this, you're just delusional. You guys only got one free 10 pull with mid events and mid content. That update was horrible. It was dog shit. Your update was terrible. You guys had the worst first anniversary update ever, to the point where people had to go review bomb Google Classroom. And the devs, guess what they responded with? Another free 10 pull. Oh my gosh. But anyways, there was also a web event where you could earn around 100 Primo Gems. Yeah, guys, a web event that gives you 100 Primos. Absolutely amazing. However, then sent out 1,600 Primo Gems in the mail following the backlash, but the damage was already done. With all that said, it's nearly Zenless Zone Zero's first anniversary and will be an excellent opportunity for Hoyoverse to turn up the dial and give a big bunch of freebies as a proper reward to show the other games how it's really done. That, or we'll get 10 Boopons and some in-game meal items. Whether you're taking part in the anniversary patch or not, we have the new Wuthering Waves codes to get you some ass right here, along with all the new Genshin Impact codes, Zenless Zone Zero codes, and Honkai Star Rail codes to add to your wallets. So yeah, guys, I ain't gonna lie, man. This article over here, it's like, bro, it's pretty obvious that this person didn't even do research, didn't even get information. They just say, yeah, guys, we're not even gonna get you know, the 5 limited and 5 standard wishes of it. We're not even gonna get that. We're only gonna get 300 astrites, and they're only gonna give us one 10 pull. If you come over here, where is it at? We come up here. Look at this. To celebrate one whole year of us wuthering some waves, players receive a 10 pull of limited wishes and a coupon for 300 Lunites. This is like so like off-putting, and you're pretty much excluding all the other rewards and all the other events we're gonna have in the game. You didn't even include the free glider skin, right? You didn't even include the fact that we have this over here, which lets us select our own main stat. You didn't even include You know, free weapon skin. Like they're pretty much giving us more free weapon skins. You know, echo skins as well, right? Good optimization. 120 FPS. You didn't even include any of that. It's just no free 5-star character, so therefore update is garbage. It's like, are you serious, man? And I decided to take a look at this over here. They have this thing called they did like a whole article, like they pretty much made an article talking about the best mobile games in 2025. All right, and this was one day ago. So they showed the top 10 mobile games in 2025. Pay attention, guys. Return to Monkey Island, Monument Valley. By the way, I used to play this game when I was a kid. This game is goated. Balatro, DC Dark Legion, Raid Shadow Legends, Slay the Spire, Kingdom Rush, Jetpack Joyride, Hero Wars, Reigns, Forge of Empires, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Pokemon Go, World of Tanks Blitz, Altos Odyssey, Call of Duty Mobile, League of Legends Wild Rift, Wayward Souls, Among Us, and Clash Royale. Boy, oh boy, Wuthering Waves is not included. This is absolutely insane, bro. Like, dude, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Pocket Tactics, there's some clear bias going on over here when it comes to this website, Pocket Tactics. You know, they definitely say some great things about Woowa for sure. They say some amazing things about Woowa. If we come over here, like you guys can see, like they put our favorite gacha game is giving out a free 5-star. This was like 8 months ago though, but they do say some good things about Woowa for sure. But I ain't gonna lie, man. Recently, bro, they've been tripping, bro. They've been tripping. Like you come over here and take a look at, you know, the top mobile games. They didn't even include Woowa, even though they literally made like an article talking about how Woowa won like they won some awards. If I can actually find it real quick. Where is it at? I'm trying to find it, guys. I'm trying to find it. But they did make like an article talking about how Woowa they won awards, right? But you know, all of a sudden, because the first anniversary awards aren't meeting everybody's expectations, all of a sudden, hey, one of the worst games out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, bro. Like, just because they give us a free 5-star character, you can't even do research. You can't even like figure out, you know, all the events, you know, all the optimizations. You know, the game now having like a 120 FPS. You can't even include that, because when you guys look at this, it's mostly just, oh, expensive skin, 300 Lunite discount, right? One free 10 pull, because they said to celebrate one whole year of us weathering some waves, players receive a 10 pull of limited wishes. A 10 pull, okay? So pretty much insinuating that you're only going to get one free 10 pull, all right? And then 300 astrites, excluding, okay? Excluding this event right here, straight up glossing over this and not even including this, okay? And then now they're like, at this point, we're getting sick and tired of these first anniversary rewards. All right, when we take a look at Genshin Impact's second anniversary, right? Because for some odd reason, I can't find, you know, Pocket Tactics. I can't find their first anniversary article. I can't find it. It's nowhere to be found, which is very interesting to me. But we come over here, Genshin Impact anniversary date rewards and more. They talk about the second anniversary. This was on in 2022, September 28th. And then look at what they say over here. It's now time to celebrate the second Genshin Impact anniversary, and of course, many of you are curious about what to expect in terms of the events and goodies available. Last year, which was first anniversary, travelers snagged a bunch of goodies, including Primo Gems, Fragile Resin, Intertwined Fates, and even an exclusive Wind Glider. So what does Hoyoverse have in store for us this year? Let's take a look at all the details we have so far. Are you serious? Are you serious? And it's pretty obvious that these people, they're more focused on rewards versus actual content, because they did the same thing for HSR. They're only talking about rewards. Oh, we got a free 5-star character. They changed the standard banner, but they don't even include the events though. They don't even include the events. They just talk about free Zhanglia from the from version 1.2. We're not going to include this huge event that's going to happen in the update. Where can we find it? We're not going to talk about the Cube event, right? One of the biggest events in Woowa so far. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about the Returning event. We're not going to talk about Resounding Waves. Okay. I mean, they did talk about the web event. Wait, did they talk about the web event? Let me see if they actually talked about it. Uh, in-game events for some astrites. Not even a free skin, just 300 Lunite discount. They didn't even talk about the web event, but you guys can go ahead and talk about the web event for HSR. Oh my goodness, man. You guys can see the bias here, bro. They're not even going to talk about the new permanent event. They're not going to talk about new tactical holograms, new phantom echoes, right? Optimization, right? The echo aspect. They're not going to talk about this at all. We're just going to focus on rewards only. And that's the problem. That right there is the problem. I ain't gonna lie, Pocket Tactics. You guys took an L right there. You guys took a fat L right there, bro. You guys took a huge L. And that's journalism right there, guys. That's journalism at its finest. When people, when they're not satisfied with something, they're going to exclude information that pretty much goes against their narrative. All right, they're going to exclude some information that goes against their narrative, and they're just going to try to make this patch seem as bad as possible because they don't like the fact that they didn't get a free 5-star character. Trust me, I'm bummed out too, the fact that we didn't get a free 5-star character. I'm bummed out as well. But am I going to sit here and shit on the entire patch and complain and cry and say, oh, this patch is terrible because we didn't get a free 5-star character? No, you're not being reasonable, man. You're not being reasonable. When we take a look at HSR first anniversary, did we get a free 5-star character for that update? No. Did people shit on the update for that? I don't think so. I don't remember people shitting on the first anniversary for HSR because we didn't get a free 5-star character. Because I'm pretty sure we did get a Doctor Ratio for free before the first anniversary. So it's the same situation where Wuwa, we got a free Zhang Liao before first anniversary, and people are like, well, if we didn't, including me, we're like, well, if we didn't get Zhang Liao, and let me fix this. If we didn't get a Zhang Liao, and like if they gave us a free Zhang Liao before first anniversary, but they can't even give us a free 5-star character, like why? Like why not? Why not give us a free 5-star unit? Meanwhile, for HSR, it's like, well, we don't really care, to be honest, man. First anniversary was good. I think they gave us. Let's take a look at how many rewards they gave us for HSR first anniversary. HSR first anniversary rewards. Let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick look over here. So when it comes to HSR's first anniversary rewards, you guys can see, what is this? The second anniversary. Are they even gonna talk about first anniversary? No, look, they didn't even talk about first anniversary, bro. Look at this. Wait. Okay, there it is. Okay, there it is. I was about to say, ain't no way. So players could log in for 7 consecutive days to get a total of 20 pulls in Honkai Star's Festive Gifts event. This event was available for the entire patch of 2.1, so that's 20 free pulls. Anniversary Celebration Mail. You get 1,600 Stellar Jades, okay? So that is 3 free pulls in total. Not 3 free pulls, but like pretty much like 30 free pulls in total, okay? We have this event right here, the Cosmo Odyssey event, right? First time top of bonus refreshed, okay? And that's it. That is all you guys got for the first anniversary HSR. You guys only got 30 free pulls. No free 5-star character, okay? No free 5-star character. That was literally it. Were people bombarding Google Classroom, review bombing the game, saying, oh shit, first anniversary rewards? No, I don't remember that happening. I didn't really see people shitting on the first anniversary for HSR, right? But all of a sudden for WUWA, because we didn't get good rewards, and a matter of fact, the rewards are 10 times better, okay? There's leagues better than HSR's first anniversary rewards. But hey, we're gonna shit on WUWA though. We're gonna hold HSR to a different standard. Meanwhile, for WUWA, we're gonna hold them to a whole new standard where they gotta give us a free skin. Fuck the discount. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even give us the login event, even though they clearly said that in their live stream. Like, come on, guys, are you serious? Which one would you guys prefer? Shitty rewards or shitty content? Which one would you guys prefer? Let's take a look at all these events happening in the update. Would you guys want them to remove? Okay. The new tactical hologram challenges. Remove the new permanent event, Dreaming Deep. All right. Remove all the content that we're going to have in this update. The new cube event. Do you guys want them to only give us rewards and that's it? And there's absolutely nothing to do in the update? Or would you prefer mid rewards and good content? Now, I'm not saying that, you know, they can give us mid rewards. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, which one would you guys prefer? Okay. Me personally, I would prefer good events, good content, and, you know, decent rewards versus great rewards and zero content. Because what the fuck am I going to do in the game? I get all these characters. What am I doing? Just walking around picking up mint? That's it? So, like, you guys can clearly see the bias here. And this just further proves my point, man. This just further proves my point that, you know, some of these people, they're not being reasonable. Okay, they're not being reasonable. They're not even doing research. They're not even, like, they don't even have enough information to form a conclusion, to come to a conclusion and understand that, yes, the rewards are definitely mid, but at the same time, when it comes to the patch itself, saying that, oh, you know, Wuwa is going on the same road, they're going on the, they're pretty much going to become the next Hoyoverse simply because the rewards weren't on, like, they didn't give us a free 5-star character. It's just ridiculous, man. It really is ridiculous to say that they're the same as Hoyoverse because they didn't give us a free 5-star. Makes absolutely no sense, man. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. Articles like this, man, articles like this is the reason why people get mad even more. Because if somebody were to read this and do zero research, they'll be like, oh my gosh, they only gave us one 10 pull and they gave us a discount. They'd even give us a free skin, no free 5-star. They'd even give us a login event. This game is garbage, man. Fuck Wuthering Waves. Like, bro, come on, dude. This shit is ridiculous. This is crazy. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Adios.